Hello, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. And it is 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. So it is time for our live. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. How you doing? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hey, Thelma, you found me. Yay. Was it a little easier? Did it pop up when I came on live? I gave it a couple of seconds or minutes there. No, not minutes, but a couple seconds before I started talking. So hopefully it was a little bit easier tonight because we did some tweaking. So yay, you guys are on. Don't forget to say hi if you're on. Let me know where you're watching from. You definitely want to comment on the video because then you get entered into the drawing for the projects that we're going to make tonight. We're going to talk a little bit. Hey, Connie, thank you for sharing, Connie. I appreciate that. Just talk a little bit. I can't believe it is Tuesday, June 28th. This year is almost half over. I don't know how that happens. I mean, they always told me, I can remember my great grandmother saying to me, the older you get, the faster time goes. And boy, was she right. All right. So we just have a couple of more days for the BOGO sale on the kits. And if you're not sure about the kits, please, please, please join me on my Facebook page tomorrow night. I was going to do a special group. I just decided to do it right on my regular Facebook page where I do my lives. We're going to play with some kits. I'll have a giveaway. I'll answer any questions you have about kits before this sale goes away, because this is an awesome deal, right? You buy one, you get one at 50% off. So be sure to check me out. I'll be live tomorrow night at 7:30 on my Facebook page. And I will have a link below if you're new and you don't know where my Facebook page is, that you can find me over there as well. But just 2 more days for the kit special. Last chance special, same deal. Only 2 more days for that as well. Oh my goodness. And there's still lots of good things on here. So if you haven't put your last order in out of the January through June mini catalog, make sure you check that out. You can shop at the link that'll be in the description below. And then, of course, on Friday, these catalogs go live and they are fabulous. You guys are going to love the stuff we're going to do. I did sneak peeks on Sunday night. I'm doing sneak peeks tonight. I'm doing sneak peeks Thursday morning at 10 on my Facebook page. And I will not be on Sunday night on my Facebook page. So I wanted to make sure everybody knew that. I will not be on Sunday night. I'm actually going to be down home. So. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol. And the winner, wanted to announce this as well. The winner for the cards that we did, right? This cute little spinner card, if you will, with the windmill and the cute fun fold for retirement is Donna Beers. So Donna, I don't know if I saw you hop on or not, but if not, or if so, congratulations. And I will put them in your just card kits next week, if that's all right. And I'll send them on up to you. All right. Well, we're going to play with 2 new products tonight. And I have to tell you that we're going to do treat holders. Hi, Corinne. I don't know about you, but I do treats for my classes and my clubs and things like that. And as I was prepping some, I thought, well, why don't I get on and share with you guys what I'm doing? So if you want to be surprised and you're in club, Thelma, I think you're the only one I see on that's in club. You might not want to watch, but if you don't care, that's fine. So we are going to start, and these are not my original ideas, and I can't tell you whose original ideas they were because, you know, they populate over time on the internet. But I'm doing the original design. It's just not the original fold. I didn't create the fold to create this treat holder, but I am doing the original design. So, but look at this little gnome. Isn't he cute? Oh, I love the gnomes. They are adorable. Absolutely adorable. There's the stamp set. Of course, it's a bundle for $49.50 with the coordinating dies. Look at the mushroom house. This guy's got a little lantern. Your kindness does not go unnoticed. You know me so well. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Just adorable little guys. This is a little girl. This could be a girl or a guy, I think. And then I'm thinking these two are guys, and then their little house. The cool thing is that you have a die to cut every one of the gnomes out and the mushroom, but we also have dies to build our own gnome. So we're going to grab the hat and the beard and one of the noses. Oh, I'm telling you, that tape, man. And I'm missing something. His little feet, his little legs and his little feet. How cute. But there's also little things in here to build toadstools. You've got some grass. And we're thinking this is meant to be his eye peeking out. So you can build them, or you can... you've got the sweet coming. That's a good plan, my friend. Hey, Tina. Oh, it's storming, Corinne. I'm so sorry. I know, I love the gnomies too. As a matter of fact, in August, I will be doing bingo with my gnomies. How cute is that? So we are going to create this. Now, this is, if you haven't figured out the theme yet, this is supposed to replicate 4th of July with the red, white, and blue. My group will be getting, or my groups will be getting them after the 4th, so I didn't go full blown 4th, and they hold a little Ghirardelli square. So we are using Tahitian Tide and sweet sorbet, some smoky slate for his beard, and a little bit of Pacific Point for that star. Grab all my goodies out of my bag here. I'm going to grab my paper cutter because we're going to do some scoring. So this piece of cardstock is, this is 2 3/4 by 9 3/4. And we're going to score at 2 3/4 on the long edge, of course. Make sure we move the cutting blade away and bring in 2 3/4 and 3. And then 6 7/8. I'm going to slide the whole way over. And I do use my paper cutter upside down. Even when I have 2 good eyes, I can't see up there far enough to line it up at the top. So I flip it around and do it this way. And then we're going to do 7 1/8. Okay. So 2 3/4, 3 inches, 6 7/8, and 7 1/8. And then I'm looking for my bone folder. It seems to have walked away. So we will do this with my fingernails. How about that? I highly recommend the bone folder, however. All right, so that is just how easy you're going to create the base for this. I'm going to bring in my mini embossing machine now. Slide that over here. My little boss. And I'm going to grab the stripes embossing folder. But you know what? I did not grab the right plates for this. So we're going to emboss this. I want the stripes to go across, kind of like the stripes on the flag would go. So I'm going to run it through. I am going to take this over to my main machine because I did not bring the embossing pieces for the mini. I'll do the die cutting on this, but I'm running it across and it fits in there just perfectly. So it will be a once and done. I do really like the mini embossing folders, and you can use them on a full-size card front or an accent piece like we're doing tonight. Okay. So it was just the platform and the specialty plate because this is a 3D folder. Oops. But this is stripes and splatters, and this is in the annual catalog. So we're going to lay that aside. Now I can bring up my platform pieces. So if you have the mini and you're struggling with it, or it doesn't want to go through for you as well as you think it should, I recommend using plate 3 and then your 2 cutting plates or plate 2. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of pieces on here at a time because the platform is large enough even on the mini to be able to do that. The other thing I do is I stagger my plates. So the gray plate is extended beyond the first cutting pad, and then I will extend, there's little legs on there. So cute. And I think I can get his hat on here at the same time. So we'll do those 3 first. And that will give us most everything. And then we'll come back and we'll grab the beard. So when I do the staggering, so then of course my second one is going to be just a little bit below the first cutting pad. So I've got the base, then the first cutting pad, the papers, and then the second cutting pad in like a trio there. So they're not all lined up at the edge, and it just rolls right on through. You lost me. I don't know where. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. And I'm going to put these in my metal bowl because sure enough, the way things walk away from this particular station in my studio. Wait, I put the hat in instead of the die. Hey, get rid of all of that. I did already cut the star, so we don't have to worry about cutting the star. So the only thing we have left is the beard. So many of our dies now fit through this little mini machine. I just love it. And normally it sits right beside me over where I design so that I don't have to hop up and run over here to the video station where my main machine sits. And I did finally remember on my last order to order new cutting pads. You can see I use mine hard. They're already cracked. I even take this to our team meetings and we use it there as well. So it is a nice little addition to your studio. All right, let's go ahead and put this little guy together. The really cool thing, and I have no idea if it's going to show up on camera or not, on his beard. So there's where his nose is going to go, obviously. And then we have these lines, and that is to show you exactly where to line up your hat. How cool is that? I think that's pretty cool. So we're going to use this side. We want the stripe, not the floral side for tonight. And I'm just using the 6x6 designer papers in colors, of course, because this is sweet sorbet. I think I said that before. It does help if you put the adhesive where it's going to stick. There we go. And you could use your Tombow glue for this as well. So there's his hat. We're going to go ahead and put some adhesive right down here at the bottom edge of the beard. And put his little feet on. We're going to do the little polka dots here. This is this is actually the tea party paper. Okay. So we've mixed a couple of our 6x6 designer papers together here. And I want to make sure that he's going to fit. So I'm actually going to hide a little bit more of his panties there, or pants. There we go. We're going to grab take your pick tool and the star. Now the star, I looked all over for a star. Look where I found it. There's two of them, and this is in the Sentiment Silhouette dies. Same one where I got the candle from a couple weeks ago on Facebook that coordinates with the Charming Sentiments. So that is where I got the die cut for the star. There's a lot of little extra die cuts in there. And we're going to grab a little bit of adhesive. I'm going to use my and Tombow would be good here, or your fine tip glue. I tend to be a seal girl unless I absolutely can't be. And then the same thing for his little nose. So stinking cute. Isn't he adorable? I taped him right down there because I put that adhesive at the wrong spot when we started. How cute is he? Now let's put the treat box together. So we have our Pacific Point and our Sweet Sorbet and our basic white. Just going to create those layers. And I have the designer series paper from this suite to share with you too when I'm done with this one. I'll pull that up and show it to you because it's adorable. I love me some gnomes. I'm going to grab a couple of dimensionals and pop that on there. That would be some wild pants for the gnome, the back of that, isn't it? Oh, now I like to, wherever I can, overlap. So I'm going to overlap the beard on both sides with the hat to help hold everything in place. And the same thing down here with the pants. Just want to make sure he doesn't come apart. And that's a great way to ensure that. I had a very busy night. I had a 7 o'clock. I have us together here at 8, and then I have a 9 o'clock meeting. It's a busy day. Hopefully your day was a little more peaceful. So cute. We're going to get this out of the way, and I'm going to put that die in there. We are going to do some attaching, and I have well, I thought I put my Ghirardelli square in the box. I think my husband might have snuck it out. He does things like that to me, and then I'm like, what? Where did it go? Aha, I found it. We are going to, he has a chocolate sweet tooth, very big chocolate sweet tooth. We're going to use a couple of glue dots on the back of our Ghirardelli square. If I can pick them up like this. If not, I'll grab my take your pick tool again, just to hold it in there. You could probably do a staple if you wanted to. I don't like the staple being on the back of the treat holder. So I'm just going to do it this way and put it right in the center. And then the way we're going to, guess what? That one glue dot is on my finger, I swear. The way we're going to hold this together, if you will, is simply by putting some adhesive down at the bottom portion of our gnome. So we don't want to put adhesive all over the gnome, otherwise we'll seal the treat holder closed, and then the recipient has to tear it apart. We don't want that to happen. So we're just going to put some right here. And again, you could use Seal Plus, you could use Tombow liquid glue, whatever you like, whatever your glue of choice is. There's really no right or wrong. Okay. And then he just opens up like this. Yeah, one of those glue dots did stick to my finger. I'll have to go back and fix that. Just like that. Okay. So it is crazy hot. Now, it wasn't so bad today, but it is crazy hot in Pennsylvania. So the winner will get the package without the chocolate in it, because I'm afraid till it would get to you, if you're a long distance from me, you would have melted chocolate everywhere, and that wouldn't be fun. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we've got to add some bling on here, right? So we're going to take just our basic rhinestones, and we're going to use our dark sweet sorbet and our dark Tahitian Tide. We're going to color our rhinestones. This is one of my favorite ways to get customized embellishments. So we're going to do 2 blue. You can do this with Sharpies. If you do it with our Stampin' Write markers, it tends to not stay. We'll do a couple small ones here too. And I always color while I'm on the backing versus on the card, because if you color when you put it on the card, there's a good chance you're going to get the color down onto the project, and you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to put these on here like so. And I think I had the really big ones on the original, on the sample I made. And here I'm using the medium and the small. Easy for me to say. And there we go. There is our little Gnome. How stinking cute is he? I just love him. Hi, Christine. Oh, Connie, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Well, certainly sending prayers. You did find me. Yes, I think he is adorable. So let me show you that designer series paper that comes in the suite. I know if you watched my unboxing, you saw it, but it doesn't hurt to see it again, right? Check these guys out. These you can die cut with the coordinating dies, right? Look at this one. Look at the little fox, the tiny deer, the big deer, the bunnies, the birds. They're adorable. So I know we're not all big fans of fussy cutting, but you could absolutely fussy cut those. There's the back, beautiful trees. And then beautiful snowflakes. Cute little scenery there. Love that one. I love them all. I don't know why I'm saying that one. And then there's the toadstools that can all be cut out. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. More toadstools. More snowflakes. Love that piece of snowflake paper. That's when we'll get used. And you know, I hate it when you love both sides of the paper, but I got to tell you, in this particular case, these are just too stinking cute. And then this is the last design in here. That is a great scenery piece as well. And then Pacific Point and snowflakes. So I love this paper. I love this whole suite. I can't deny it. I love the whole suite. I think you probably will too if you have any gnome lovers or whimsical lovers. They're gonna really enjoy receiving your projects made with this particular product line. And you can do treat holders, you can do cards, you can do scrapbook pages. It is endless what you can do with all of this. All right, so I have 2. Hopefully that's okay. We're going to make another quick one. And this one, we're actually using a celebration item. We are using the Hippest Hippos. So here is this little one. And my girlfriend's granddaughter just had a ballet recital, so she was my inspiration. I decided to put the little hippo on point on her point shoes. And then Hippest Hippos, always on point. You're so hip. Oh, you really are the best. Love you a ton. And then you've got 3 little different hippos there to design with. And look at all the dies. $50 to get the stamp set, another $50 to get the die set. But you've got like a little boat, a bucket or a tub. You've got goggles, little hearts, like a scuba diving mask and breathing tube, an umbrella, flowers. Here's your water. This is, I think, a little butterfly. Can't remember what that is. Glasses, star. Oh, there's little stars. Those little stars would have made me crazy to put on. So this is a fabulous set. Let's get our little die out that we're going to need. And you can get this for free. As I said, each piece requires a minimum $50 product purchase starting July 1, running through August 31st, or while supplies last. Sometimes they don't always have all of the product line for celebration right up until the very end. All right, we're going to grab a big piece of paper and the paper trimmer again, because we're going to do some more scoring. So I'm going to score this whole piece of paper. You don't need it if you're making one treat holder, but how many of us only make one treat holder, right? So the first thing we're going to do, this is 8.5 by 11. The first thing we're going to do is cut it to, sorry, 7.5. I don't know what just flew in my throat, but all right. So we've got that. Take care of that. I'll use that on some other project. And then I'm trying to read my notes. Hopefully this is right. 1 3/8. I'm just trying to remember if I score them this way or the other way. I think I score this way. 1 3/8. 1 7/8. That's what happens when you are ahead in your designing, right? 1 7/8. 3 1/4. And 3 3/4. And then we're going to turn this and we're going to cut it at 2 3/4. So the reason that I scored the whole piece of paper rather than just cutting it 2 3/4 and scoring it is because now I am ready to create 4 treat holders with one set of scoring. So it saves you time if you're making a bunch of them. Okay. All right. We are going to grab some DSP and a piece of white scrap. And I already did my circles to save some time. So this paper is out of the big pack of paper that's available. This is the Gingham Cottage paper, and there is a ton of designs in here, some of which you'll see I've already cut, right? But this is the one we're using tonight. So you've got the small squares, the large squares, the colors in here, the patterns repeat. The colors in here are basic gray, black, blushing bride, calypso coral, garden green, mint macaron, pumpkin pie, real red, smoky slate, and so saffron, as well as, of course, basic white. There are 48 sheets in here. So there's 12 designs or patterns, if you will, but you get 4 sheets of them. So you can see here, like I've already used one of those. but you've got all those beautiful colors in that gingham cottage paper. So that is going to be fabulous and great if you do like multiples like I'm going to do on this project. All right, the first thing we're going to do is score this. And again, I really have to figure out where the boat. I just want to check my drawer. Nope, not there either. I don't know where that bone folder walked off to. We're going to go ahead and get that all scored up. This is going to be our back. And then this is going to fold up like this to create the little holder for the treats. So we are going to mount our designer series paper on here, like so. Okay. And then we'll flip it over and we'll mount the smaller piece right in there. And this piece is 2 1/4 by 2 5/8. I have always liked purple and pink together. What do you think? This piece is going to go right here in the wide section between your score lines. Pretty easy to do that because then we're ready actually to fold up our box. All we do is we add our adhesive here. Again, Tombow, whatever you like. We're going to fold this here. So on the second fold in, and then I can just close it to seal it up. So not on that first fold, but on the second fold, fold it flat and then bring the top down on top of it. And there you have your little box. And it stands up all by itself. Okay, let's do a little stamping. We've got Melon Mambo. Melon Mambo doesn't get a lot of love in my studio anymore. It used to, but we've had all these other fabulous pinks. And truthfully, Positively Pink was not positively going to be one of my favorites when it came out. But I reach for that more often than any of the other pinks, I think. Oh, you really are the best. Cute. We'll go ahead and mount that to our gorgeous grape circle. And if you have the circle punches, it will make it faster for you to do this. If you don't, you can die cut with the layering circles. Or now we have some circles in some other die sets as well. We have a lot of dies right now that are not married to stamp sets, which is kind of fun. Because I think sometimes because they are bundled with a stamp set, we can forget that we can use them on anything we want. We don't have to just use them with that particular set. So now the boring part. Now I'm going to sit here and color her skirt and the points on her shoes. But I'm going to do just basic coloring. I'm not going to do a lot of shading. I'll do a little shading on her, but for the skirt, we're just going to do basic coloring with your blend. Use your bold, use your fine tip, whichever one you find that you prefer. We have light smoky slate and dark smoky slate here that we're going to use. So tell me, because I believe that everyone on here already has their catalogs. What is your favorite celebration item? Like, what's your first celebration item you're going to be getting? While I sit here and color. She even has cute little eyelashes. Apparently I did not use my silicone pad enough because I've got adhesive on my grid paper and everything wants to stick to it. Oh shoot. Well, I colored her head and I was supposed to, so I'll go over that with the dark and we'll get her. The hippos? Yeah, they're cute. They're so cute. Yeah, there's several that I really, really like. I always fall in love with the papers, whether it's celebration or, regular catalogs. I love the die set that coordinates the tree lot die set. That's so, so cute. When it coordinates with the stamp that's in the mini catalog. And it's got a camper in it, which I love. Not that I currently am a camper, but it is something I have thought about. But I don't think I would want a camper like to go, I don't know, maybe traveling, but I definitely would think I would enjoy having one at a location somewhere that I could just get away as time permits. Haha. If you know me, that doesn't happen very often. All right, there she is, all cute. Not sure yet. Late again. Hi, Debbie. Summer. So I know the flowers. Yeah, you definitely want to tune in Thursday. You definitely want to tune in Thursday, Thelma. I was playing with those a lot. As a matter of fact, an upcoming Freebie Friday will feature those as well. So, you know what? We can do this through here as well. If I have and I do, my Post-it note tape. So, because it will fit. Don't we love that? I love that. We're just going to put that on here. Now, because we don't have the magnetic plate, excuse me, got the hiccups all of a sudden. I'm going to use a little bit of Post-it note tape to hold the die in place as it goes through the mini machine, just to make sure it doesn't shift on me, right? Okay. And I love that the machine works from both sides. And you can run it forwards, you can run it backwards, because half the time I pick it up one way and the other half of the time I pick it up the other way. So we're going to pull her off. Save that for another time. You can reuse that. And I'm going to actually pop her on there with dimensional, so she looks like she's standing away from the back of the little box. Going to need another sheet of dimensionals. And we're going to put her little toe right down there. How cute is she? Then I have some of that beautiful white organza sparkly ribbon. And we're going to bring that through the box. Like back in the day, and I laugh every time because I did ballet for several years when I was a child. But let me tell you, the grace did not stay with me. I am the klutziest person you ever want to meet. We're just going to tie a little knot there, trim that up. Put those the tutus that we wore had all these sparkles in them. All right, so what are we going to put in here? Well, we are going to put in, and you definitely want to tie your bow before you put your nuggets in. So this All Rings of Love, yeah, that's a good one too. And that has a coordinating stamp set, right? So this one, you're going to slide your nugget in. So you want to make sure you're sliding it in, that the open paper, the flap that will pick up, is open to the right, so you don't have to fight with it getting into your box. Ask me why I know this. And then this one, to get all three to fit across here, we're going to put this one in backwards or upside down, or however you want to think about it. And we've got two, and then the same thing for this one. Make sure it's opening to the right, and then they just fit right in there. The little box stands up, and we're going to pop our little "Oh, you're the best" on there. And we'll have this one finished as well. One left. Look at that. Just one. I think I was playing with Rings of Love the other day too. My problem is I don't have enough time to play with everything that I want to play with. I bet you all have that problem too, huh? Now you want to make sure when you put that on there that it doesn't go below the box, right? So you kind of stand it up to make sure it's not going to interfere with it standing up. But how cute is that? If you have family members, grandchildren, nieces, whatever in ballet, that is adorable. Or you could just do it as a little thank you for a coworker. If you're back in the office, I know it's not as easy to give treats now because a lot of us, or a lot of people, aren't working back in the office. Or like I will do ones with the other hippos too, and I will give them to my mailman and my UPS driver because goodness, they're at my house a lot. They are. All right, so there is two sneak peeks, the hippos and the gnomies, which I love the gnomies. I love the hippos too, but in a little treat holder form. And I don't know, I always need a little treat holder for something. So I thought maybe I'd share those with you, as I said, and give you some inspiration. Maybe you don't have the gnomes yet, obviously, but you could whip up a treat holder for a 4th of July picnic or a hostess or something like that. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I will be live tomorrow night on my Facebook page doing some kit demonstrations for you. So be sure to come check that out. Ask me questions. I'll have a prize tomorrow night as well. And then Thursday morning at 10 for coffee and cards, but I will not be on Sunday night on my Facebook page. I will be with my family. So have a fabulous evening and a good day tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks so much. Take care, guys. Bye.